What's going on, guys? It's Tony K with UGSM, living the dream as always. Today, I'm going to kick off a series. I believe it's going to be 6 parts, and it's going to be some of the cards that stood out to me from the upcoming Jumpstart 2022 set. We're going to start with green, and there's really only 3 cards from this set that are of note. 1 reprint, and 2 new cards. Now, I'm basing all this information and everything I'm going to throw out there, I'm basing it all on my opinion and based on what I would do playstyle-wise. So there could be things that maybe aren't right for you. That's fine. There are some commons and uncommons in this set that are pretty good in certain builds. Definitely check them out. Let's get into it, though. So we have 3 cards on the screen from the green color of the Jumpstart 2022 product. Master of the Wild Hunt is our reprint, and listen, some of these reprints that we get in these products, sometimes they're just chosen because it's a functional card, but I feel like Master of the Wild Hunt is actually a card that needs a reprint. Price-wise, it's not too egregious. I've seen it over the couple of years that it's been out, really live between that like $8 and $20 range. Maybe some exceptions along the way. But I thought this was a good card. I thought it was an interesting choice, especially when you consider that wolves are, a pretty popular tribe. It's a card that you probably want to keep relevant for that tribe, and relevant being at a fair price. The 2 new cards, very interesting. Let's start with the Monkey Noble, Kaibo, Uktabi Prince. 2 colorless and a green for a 2/2 legendary creature Monkey Noble. It has a lot of words. Let's read them. Each player creates, you have to tap it to do this, each player creates a colorless artifact token named Banana with. Sacrifice this artifact, add red or green, you gain 2 life. Also has whenever an artifact an opponent controls is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control that's an ape or a monkey. Finally, whenever Kaibo attacks, defending player sacrifices an artifact. So there's a lot of things going on here. Quick rundown. Monkeys and apes, I don't know if it's a tribe, but this is a cool card, right? You can ramp yourself as well as with other players, and it should make it easy to keep this on the battlefield in a commander sense, because you're helping them as well, not just with mana, but that life gain. Now, the pump ability, if this becomes a tribal commander, the pump ability, I think, is pretty awesome. Guys, treasure tokens, clue tokens, blood tokens. I mean, the artifact tokens that are being created and could really help ramp creatures with this, it's a lot. I also like that when it attacks, the defending player has to sacrifice an artifact. So if they don't have that cheap artifact to throw away, they're going to have to get rid of something decent. I like that. Overall, Kaibo, or Kaibu, whatever you want to call this monkey, I'm intrigued. At 3 mana as a 2/2, he seems pretty balanced. I know this is for the Jumpstart product, but obviously with him being a legendary creature, you got to consider him being a commander of some sorts. And then our other green card for this video, Zask, Skittering Swarmlord. So here we go. 3 colorless and 2 green for a 5/5 legendary creature insect. Again, lots of words. You may play lands and cast insect spells from your graveyard. Whenever another insect you control dies, put it on the bottom of its owner's library. Then mill 2 cards. And then for a colorless, either a black or a green, target insect gets +1/+0 and gains death touch until end of turn. So again, similar to Kaibo, I don't know if insect tribal is really a thing. I don't know if there's a ton of insect creature cards that would really make this high powered, but that land ability along with the insects, this may not become a commander necessarily right away, but wow. You can do a lot. And remember, we just got through a set not too long ago where pests and insect tokens and all that nonsense. So there's cards that can make this interesting. I don't know if it's going to be a finely tuned commander. You know, if you got the changeling ability, where they're all creature types, maybe you can do something with that. I kind of like the fact that we're getting the +1/+0 and Death Touch, and that you don't have to tap this. And it can give it to itself if it needs to. Overall, between the two new cards, I think Kaibo is the one that I'm more interested in building if I were to, you know, have to pick one. But they both have their strengths and weaknesses. Neither one really strikes me as these amazing, like, they have the tribe support to be great. But they also can do other things besides just being a tribe-based deck, hopefully. So, kind of rambling there. Thank you guys so much. That's the green preview. We'll see you for the next color.